When I walk in and I saw the caliber of people that are here, and I felt good. And I said to myself, this is just the beginning. The issue, like the other speakers said, there is no party without issues. In PDP, what we realize is first in agreeing that yes, there's a problem. That's the first thing we did. And I'm happy having realized that there's a problem, then what next? The next is how do you go around solving these issues? And I believe with the way things are going, we're on the right path. Ladies and gentlemen, let me remind us, Nigerians are looking up to us. Everywhere we go, the first thing they say, look, we're looking up to you. Please don't disappoint us. And for this reason, let's put all our differences, forget our differences. Let's build a stronger party in the interests of this nation. Believe me, with the way things are going, and within the next couple of months, we're able to put our house in order. Believe me, that will be the end of all the speculation and everything, and our party will be much more stronger than we can ever imagine. People are just waiting. So please, let's lay that path. I thank you, and I'm looking forward to a greater party, the People's Democratic Party. Thank you very much.
Led by Professor Jenegan and all those that have come together to make today possible. I think it was Victor Hugo who said that nothing like an ideal time has come. This meeting has come at the right time, and that's why I thank you all for organizing it. Because it is time for us to write our own story. It is time for us to provide direction for this great party. For many, they have already buried this party before now. But your presence here speaks volumes that no, nobody is going to bury this party. We are going to rescue this party. I say that because if we look at our country today, PDP still provides the best platform to develop Nigeria, to unite Nigeria, to make Nigeria prosperous. Nobody can challenge that because we have done it. For 16 years in power, as the Professor Gana said, we made significant progress in this country. We took the country to the largest economy in Africa. Today it's just the fourth largest. We had double-digit GDP growth, which has never been achieved. We had security, and most importantly, we had unity. The country was united. It wasn't about North, neither was it about South. It was about one Nigeria. This was only done under this great party. Yes, the party will have its challenges and is having its challenges. But the question we should ask ourselves is that should we abandon this party because of these challenges? Yes, mistakes have been made in the past. But the question still is, should we abandon this party? I stand here as someone who has experienced being in this party and not being in this party. I stand here as somebody who left this party with anger. Anger does not provide purpose to leadership. A lot of people who are leaving the party now are living with anger. We must live, if you have to live, based on ideology, based on plans, based on a plan for Nigeria, not on anger. Yes, we have problems. But the other parties that we're talking about also have problems. The other parties, especially the ruling party today, has already spent almost 12 years in government. Does their record any better than PDP? Of course not. So what are they offering Nigerians that PDP cannot offer? Ladies and gentlemen, when we go to our states, and I'm sure a lot of you will realize in your states, the party is still well accepted at the grassroots level. It is not that the Nigerians have rejected the party. I speak for my state. When I go, what do they tell me? Sir, please take care of what is happening at the top. The grassroots here were okay. Their concern is what is happening here in Abuja. So what does that tell us? We, including me, you, we are the problem. We must agree to put the people back at home first and put Nigeria first. Yes, we will have differences. We've been having differences. But we must agree that whatever it takes, we must sit down, lock ourselves up, and find a solution. Early May, people said, no, we cannot move forward. We cannot have and obey what we felt was the view of the law and restore Anyanwu. Because when he gets there, he will lock the office, no meeting will take place. But we have NEC tomorrow. Where I'm saying that don't let this propaganda divide us. Whatever those difficulties are, we have the capacity, the sagacity to resolve those problems. And I want to appeal to all of us because we are the solution to this party. And if we make our mind that this is a party that will make it work, I am confident it can work. 16 years speaks a lot. We have all heard that the likes of Jerry Ghana, Alex Ekweme, and co. built this party and bequeathed it on us. It cannot be under our time, in our generation. God forbid that this party will go down. Because history will not be fair to any of us. Let me tell all of us that are here, history will not be fair to any of us. If it's under our time, God forbid, this party goes down. So we don't have an alternative. Let it be seen that we gave it all it took. We did our best to rescue this party, not to abandon and run out. It is not acceptable, ladies and gentlemen. I will not be part without giving it all my best. I am a fighter. I will never give up. And I don't believe that the problem before us is unsurmountable. Everywhere in the world, politics is about give and take. Politics is about saying, this is what you want. We will find a solution. And my own appeal to those of you who are here, before we leave here today, as we go into the next few days, let us agree that leaving PDP is not an option. That is not an option. What is an option is to be fair to everybody. We cannot trample on people's rights. We must negotiate and find a way forward. I hope with these few remarks, ladies and gentlemen, we can see
the efforts of the conveyors of this conference. Being one of the newest members of our great party, I decamped from the SDP in the first quarter of the year 2022. And I was pretty lucky to contest for the Senate, the seat of the Senate, under this platform the very next year. So I would say that this gathering has been quite enriching, having been run through the history and the successes, and of course the challenges our party currently faces. I would appreciate if we have more gatherings of such nature, so that not just the history is shared, our ideologies and philosophy can also be endeared in our hearts. And this would actually in turn give room for growth, because in as much as many people they camp out of our parties due to the challenges we're facing, it's important to note that our gates, as our previous speakers have spoken, especially our party chairman has spoken, our doors and gates remain open wide. However, it's important that we define our party's ideologies and philosophies that will translate into formidable policies which we can sell. Over the weekend, I was privileged to receive thousands of decampees in Kogi Central. And I would say boldly that in the entire country, that has been, yes, they do say that politics is local. So I'm proud to say that inasmuch as our party has lost a number of prominent people recently in Kogi Central, we did win thousands of new decampees. And that stride was very simple for me. Mind you, I'm saying me because yes, we're here gathered at the national level, but politics is local. And we are all respective ambassadors of this party down home to our various communities. It was easy for me to achieve this feat because of my strides. Now, for the fact that I've been illegally suspended in the past 4.5 months, that didn't stop me from carrying out my functions as a senator and as a member of this party, because I see myself as an ambassador of the PDP. And at this point, permit me to regress a little bit to speak fondly of Professor Jerry Ghana. He's a man I've known for many years, and he's a man who has shared bonds with my late father. They attended the same school, which is presently known the Abdulaziz Atta Memorial College. Then it was called the Premier Secondary School of the Old Kaba Province, and then it changed its name to Okene Secondary School. That is the secondary school that 2 weeks ago, I was privileged to share 700 computers to the students of your alma mater, dear sir. And I did mention that politics is local. We are all ambassadors, and if we are on the agenda to recruit new members and to endear our party in the hearts of people, if we are trying to position ourselves as the party to beat or the true opposition in the 2027, then we must be very intentional in how we carry out this message is for the elected officers, whether you're a governor, you're a senator, you are a member of the House of Representatives, you're a member of the House of Assembly, you're a local government chairman. Every day leading to every week and every month to the 2027 elections are very critical. So we must be very intentional with what we do. Because while words are important, yet they are cheap, actions will take the fore in what we are going to sell to the new recruits of our party. So thank you so much. I will leave the remainder of my speech to the conversations that we'll have after this session. Thank you all so much, and it's an honor to be here.
Thank you very much.
Let me respectfully adopt the protocol that has already been laid. Secondly, let me apologize for late coming. It wasn't deliberate. It was to try to fix another aspect of this great move that we have begun. Let me say that in the life of every organization, there are times when the journey slows down, but there are times when the journey gathers momentum. It has not been easy with PDP since 2015, but we haven't drowned. We have kept our heads above water. And I think that all the issues that have attended to our party since we lost power at the center have virtually come to a point where we can say they have finally rested. And I think that the time has come, and the time is now, that we will develop new wings to fly again. I therefore want to salute the courage of our founding fathers for calling this meeting to re-energize us, to resensitize us. And I want to salute the courage of everyone that has remained faithful and committed to this great party. I've said it publicly that perhaps to me as a student of Nigerian history, particularly political history, that I have found no party better organized than the PDP. That is why we have survived many storms and we have come through gallantly. And I think that the history of democracy in Nigeria cannot be written without the PDP. So it is a party we are proud to belong to. It's a party we are committed to remaining in. It's a party we are committed to making sure that it meets the yearnings and aspirations of Nigerians. So let me congratulate all of us who have chosen to remain in the party. And I'm sure by the grace of God, we'll have no cause to regret. The journey to the future has begun. And I'm sure that with God's help, we will get to our destination with all sense of pride and gratitude that God has enabled us. So let me thank you for this opportunity, and thank you for remaining committed to the party. And I'm sure Nigerians will continue to thank God that we did not abandon ship when there was trouble. Thank you, and God bless.